Hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing Batman and Robin, issue number 4. Take a look at this comic cover right here. Now, where we last left off on Batman and Robin, nobody, yes, that's actually the bad guy's official name, nobody, has been using Robin as bait to lure Batman out in the open. And it's pretty damn successful because he's able to capture both Batman and Robin, tie them up, put them in a car, bring them into a drive-in movie theater, and force them to watch horrible movies with Shia LaBeouf in them. Well, maybe not watch those horrible movies. That would just be way too torturous. Actually, no, he decides to have a philosophical debate with Batman, which is kind of the start of the issue, and also pretty much half of the issue. The issue is broken up into two parts. The first part is that philosophical debate with Batman, where nobody tries to convince Batman that he has to kill bad guys. And Batman just keeps on saying, I'm not going to waste my breath telling you why I don't kill people. I think you already know why I don't kill people. And they kind of have going back and forth. While this is going on, Batman signals Alfred to help him out, and Alfred sends the Batplane to the rescue. The second half of the comic is a debate between Damian and Batman about exactly what their relationship is when it comes down to trust. How much information Bruce should give to Damian, and at the same time, how much Bruce should trust Damian. And then vice versa. How much should Damian trust Bruce, and how much respect should Damian show Bruce? And you start to see that there is good points for both sides. On one end, Bruce should really be more open with his son. Tell his son what's going on. On the flip side, there's a lot of things that Damian shouldn't know. While this is all going down, Alfred points out a very, very important thing that Bruce seems to be missing, and that is the perception that Damian has of Bruce. What he really thinks of Bruce as a father and as Batman, and how that perception is quickly changing based on the recent events. I won't reveal exactly what that perception is, but it's a very, very interesting one. And one that makes absolute sense to Damian in his position. It all leads off on a bit of a cliffhanger when Damian and Nobody have a bit of a meeting. What exactly happens in this meeting? You're just going to have to read and see. So let's get into the good, the bad, and whether or not you should get it. Good. Well, the parts with Damian and Bruce are particularly nice. I know this is a really, 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 really random comparison, but Damien kind of reminds me of Draco Malfoy from Harry Potter, where he has kind of an asshole persona and he is a little bit of a bad boy, but deep down he kind of wants to be good and do the right thing. He just doesn't know how to. And that's the thing with Damien. He doesn't know how to act with Bruce, especially seeing his perception of Bruce has been skewed based off the recent events that went down. It's just he has trouble comprehending what's going on, and that's understandable. The kid is only 10 years old. He is being hit with a lot of information, and his perception on the world and his father is constantly changing. Plus, he comes from a place where he's raised by assassins. Damien is quickly becoming a more and more interesting character, and the back and forth between him and Bruce is also interesting. I think the highlight of it is really when Alfred starts to get in the conversation, because Alfred is the middleman. He understands both sides of the argument and he's willing to give the best answer to the arguments that are going on. Nobody I find to be an interesting character, particularly the fact that he is actually the son of Henry Ducard. And if you don't know who Henry Ducard is, let me give you a little bit of backstory. And I know I've done this in the previous issues. Henry Ducard made his debut in the Blind Justice Batman storyline. And basically he's one of the major people that trained Batman, particularly in manhunting. But eventually Bruce found out that he was just another cold-blooded killer and decided not to work with him anymore. So anyways, apparently Henry Ducard had a son, and this son has become Nobody. Exactly how Bruce met up with this Nobody, we don't know yet. It's hinted that it's a pretty bad interaction between the two, but we don't know what the interaction actually was. But I do find Nobody to be an interesting character because he not only challenges Bruce mentally, but also physically. It's not like he's the Joker or he's the Penguin where he's more of a psychological opponent. He can really actually push Bruce to the limits because he can manhunt, he can think technically, he thinks strategically. He is another combatant very similar to Bruce. I would argue that he's nowhere near Bruce when it comes down to combat skills, but I think he is very dangerous, especially with the technology that he has that can make him cloak, which is very, 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 very dangerous. He's like a Klingon bird of prey that can fire when he's cloaked. Okay, that was a geeky Star Trek reference, but you get the point. Interesting villain. Bad. There really wasn't anything that bad with this issue, other than the fact that the dog is named Titus instead of Ace. Come on. He has to be called Ace the Bat Hound. Other than that, this issue was actually a pretty solid issue. The action is a little lacking, but the action that we do get makes up for it. And you don't really need action too much in this issue because the dialogue and the interactions between Bruce and Damian is actually very well done. I have to say this has probably been the best issue of Batman and Robin pound for pound so far. And I would definitely recommend it. So, if you've been enjoying Batman and Robin, and you've been enjoying Damian as a character, I do recommend picking up issue number 4. It's an enjoyable issue, and I am eager to see what happens in issue number 5. So with that said, I'm going to end this review here. This is Andrew saying, peace out for now.